What's up, everybody? It's Overflow Nexus, the channel of faith, trading, and wealth, giving you the latest and greatest updates on the financial markets. How's everybody doing this evening? I hope everybody's good and well rested after the long, after the long weekend that we had. My weekend felt long for real, but I don't know about y'all, but mine felt like forever. But yeah, I appreciate y'all being here, General Groper. Appreciate you being here. I'm glad to hear that, my friend. I'm glad that our prayer session went. You feel better after the prayer session. I'm also glad that you found a job and you're stacking cash for this XRP bear market. So that is awesome. That is a testimony. So awesome to hear that. Thank you for sharing that. I appreciate you sharing that. I'm definitely shared that on Twitter because that's awesome. Um, but once again, hope you guys are doing well. I'm about to get into this. I'm not going to be here for too long today because I definitely want to relax because I got a lot of work to do. That's all I know. But I just want to say that this market it's starting to ramp up and it's getting to the point where a move is about to be made, and I'm excited to see where this goes. Hopefully, honestly, I'm hoping that we break this level that I'm looking at currently right now. I'll show you guys in a second. I'm gonna start off with XRP first, but looking at this market, it is looking very bearish still, just because of what I'm seeing. But this level is it's fighting really bad right now at this one particular level, and I'll get to that in a second. But I do want to share this scripture with you guys. Let me get to it. I posted it on Twitter, so I'm about to go read it to you guys as well, because I do think something that a lot of Christians have, misconstrued, or maybe they're not taught, this, or they don't get revelation from the Lord about it, is wealth. Because a lot of people think just because you're Christian, you're supposed to be poor. Well, there are things that the Lord has us to do with our wealth, and he would not have just broke Christians living on earth if he can't have people fund his kingdom. And that's one thing that people need to understand is God has to have people in place to fund his kingdom. So it is important to know that that's a huge deal in the kingdom of God. If you realize Jesus had people that funded his ministry, whether you knew that or not, um, God always tells us that he's going to provide our need for his will to be done. So that is part of finances is a part of that, whether you believe that or not. That's why people need to be, study their self-approved and get into the word and really dissect the word and what it's saying, because God cannot contradict himself. So that's why, if it's contradicting, most likely you have the wrong revelation. And that's why we need to also challenge ourselves to be more, accurate or more understanding when it comes to the word of God, get more revelation, get more wisdom on that topic before we just speak it. Because you don't want to lead people astray when you're saying certain things. So this is what I'm going to read, Deuteronomy 8:18. And it says, "And you shall remember the Lord your God, for it is he who gives you power to get wealth." So it says he gives you the power to get wealth, that he may establish his covenant, which he swore to your fathers, as it is this day. To this day, that still stands, is what it's saying at that last part. But it says right here that we should remember the Lord our God. It's saying when we remember God, when you remember something, you're acknowledging that thing in everything that you do. So remembering God in all aspects of our life, even when it comes to getting wealth. Getting wealth is not just investing. Getting wealth is building your business. But getting wealth is writing that book. Building your wealth is also using your gifts and your talents so that they make room and that they get you money as well. So that's a part of wealth. But wealth is not just finances. And I have covered that on this channel. That's why I still believe that I still have to do some teaching on what wealth truly is, because wealth is not just finances. Wealth is also spiritual as well. And one of the biggest parts of wealth is wisdom. And that's where the power to get wealth comes from, is the wisdom from God. He says he who gives you the power to get wealth. How do you get that power to get wealth? It's because you have the wisdom of God. That's the power of wealth. Having that foundation in wisdom is going to get you that wealth. And that's why as believers, we have to gain wisdom on how to not just build wealth, but also how to manage our wealth and how to still generate wealth. So this is a topic that I will cover. Wealth is such a big topic. Wealth is a very vast topic, actually. It won't just be a day topic. It'll probably be broken down into many parts because wealth is vast. But it's God that gives you the power to get wealth. Wealth is by the wisdom of God, having the wisdom on how to do things. That's why it says, to acknowledge God in all your ways, and He shall direct your path. That's the biggest way to build your wealth, is acknowledging God. God, what should I do for this business idea? Holy Spirit, give me a business idea. Holy Spirit, lead me into an opportunity. Holy Spirit, teach me how to do something to build wealth. This is why you have to have the power of the Holy Ghost to build your wealth and have the confidence to do so. This is another thing that a lot of Christians do not understand. We think that God's timing is just doing things in God's timing, that if it's for us, it's going to happen. But you have to do your part. You have to be positioned in a place to where God could bless you. Yes, God has a time for everything, but you have to be positioned in time to get that blessing or wealth or whatever you're trying to build. One of the big things is, one of the things that we've been taught wrong in this area. We wait on God, and waiting on God, but sometimes God's waiting on you to be positioned. This is why He says, write the vision down and make it plain. That's a part of building wealth. Having a vision is part of building your wealth, because without a vision, people perish. So you have to have that vision. You have to have some type of dream written down, so God could bless that and tell you how to move and navigate through that blessing. And that's another reason why you don't see Christians thriving in this area, because we don't ask God for wealth, and it really stimulates from His wisdom. Another thing is having the faith to do so. Do you have the faith to obtain wealth? And faith is not just believing. Faith is also having the work behind it. To perfect your faith is to have works behind your faith, because God's not going to touch something that doesn't have any work in it. So if you say, Lord, I want a business, okay, go out and build your business. He's not just going to give you a business just like that. You have to ask Him, what does He want you to do? And if He doesn't tell you what to do, when you do something, ask Him, is this okay to do it? And He'll give you the green light, or He'll give you the red light, or the thumbs up or thumbs down, however God talks to you. But in this situation, you have to understand that God needs you to move and act on your faith sometimes. And actually, really, most of the time, that's how you please God, So this is something that I will definitely, expand upon. But this is something that a lot of Christians, even myself, I'm still learning in that area, wealth and maintaining and creating wealth. It's a big topic, not just financial, but spiritual wealth as well. But that being said, we're going to go ahead and move on to these charts. I am seeing some interesting activity on the charts as of now. So we're going to hop right into it. I'm curious on how XRP is going to hold this current level, and we're going to jump right into that right now. Also, if there is any lagging of any sort, let me know. Or if y'all can't hear me, let me know. Because sometimes YouTube be hating and the streams be going for some reason. So definitely jump in the comments and tell me, hey, I can't hear you, or the volume's down, or you can't see something. Whatever the case may be, let me know, because I'll fix that ASAP. Because last time we had some technical difficulties and we got through it, but hey, sometimes that's just how things happen. So we're going to go through a few charts today. We're going to probably look at maybe 5 charts tops. I'm going to just break it down in as much detail as possible, give you my perspective on the market, and we'll go from there. But looking at this XRP chart on the daily time frame, it is very bearish. According to Ichimoku, it's still very bearish. We're underneath the cloud. We're underneath the Tinkerson, the Kijinsen, and the Chiku span is still ranging. Excuse me. And then we have our Kijun line going flat, which is saying that we're losing some steam at this support level, which is at 40 cents. So 40 cents has seems to be the pretty strong level for XRP to hold price. But that does not mean that this level cannot be broken, whether you see this black line at the bottom. What I'm seeing here, I do see some selling pressure trying to attempt to move this market lower on the CVO or CVD, however you want to call it. But right here, we see volume is increasing for sellers. You see selling pressure coming in. But what's happening is not truly reflecting here just yet. You see that there is sellers here, but it's not truly reflecting for a major move to the downside. Don't get me wrong, we still have a day, let me see. We have 22 hours and 40-some minutes, 46 minutes for this candle to close. Once this candle closes, we'll have a better idea, but this candle has not closed underneath here. So if this candle does break underneath this level and close, we'll probably see the market most likely to move to the downside. So this is why we have to get more confirmation on a lower time frame. For me personally, I was short here. I would have been short already. Actually, I am already short. So I got in a short. Let's see. When did I get in a short? I got in a short I got in a short yesterday. I'm trying to figure out the time I got in. But right now, I'm currently up on my trade. Let me see real quick. I might be able to pull it up on my... I'm up 400 right now, so let me pull it up right now. Let me do that. I'll show you my trading platform that I actually trade on, if it actually pops up on the screen. All right, so here's my trading platform. I don't know if y'all can see that, but in the corner right there, it says I'm up 425. So I'm good right here. I don't know why my pip counter is not up. Let me go here. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, so I'm up 92 points, as you can see in the corner right here. So I got in a trade here. Let me go to the 5-minute. So I got in the trade right here. This is where I got my trade at. And this is where I took the short. So I got in a little early. I got in over here actually, and the market went up. I just didn't put my stop loss, so I said I know where this market's going. And I said I'm gonna just hold it. So the market broke back down. I should have put in another position up here, but I didn't. Would have been up like probably 1,000 right now. But you see right here, I'm up 411 now. It's really 450, but because of commission and then the swap fee, yes, it's 413. So I gotta go with that. But once again, you know, this is the trading platform I'm on. But that's where I got in at yesterday. I just wanted to show you guys because people need to see that live day trading is real and legit. And looking here at the 4-hour time frame, we see if you are my student, I told my students to short here. They shorted. Hopefully they took a short here and took some profit down here. And then even if they got, didn't, another opportunity was in here and the market dumped down to the downside here. And now you see the market's back to the 40-cent level. And I'm looking to see if we get a break here because right now we don't have the volume to break to the downside, but we do have 2 hours and 44 minutes to see if we do get a change here, see the price start to push lower. So I'm very curious how price is going to respond here. I do see the RCI is also showing bearish tendencies in the CVO as well with selling pressure. So what I'm gonna end up doing, I'm gonna put a alert here and I'm gonna see if we do get a response at this level. So I'm gonna put this sell potential for another short trade. If I could get in another short, I'm going to most likely enter right there. So I'm gonna wait until I get a signal and then I'll see what happens there. But for XRP, I still see the market going bearish. Everything's bearish here. I'm sticking with that. The only thing that I want to confirm for a short trade is to see the market break this level. Once we get the level break, I'm in. But other than that, no. You got to be patient. You got to wait. Don't let the market, play with your emotions. You got to be waiting. You got to be in waiting mode to jump in on the market. If you don't jump in at the right time, the market's most likely going to swallow you up and it's going to look bad. So let me see. What's up? You said my sister can take care of my fiance while I work. I got buy orders at 30 cents and 22 cents. Nice. Hopefully those trades start to trigger at those prices. If XRP can fall down to 20 cents, I'm gonna make a lot of money, and I'm gonna be happy. I'm gonna be real happy if it falls down to there. Um, yeah, I just need that to happen though. Looking at the market right now, we have a good chance of it doing that. It's just, it needs to happen. We could potentially also, what I'm basing my analysis on, we could still fall down into this red zone to between the 16-cent level and 28-cent level. That's where I'm looking at the market falling to. That's where and before we even fall to that, that depth, I want to see how the market's truly gonna fare right here. I need to fix that. I want to see how the market's gonna fare right here at this wick. If we could get back to this level and break it, that's what I truly want to see. If we could break that level, once we break that level, it's gonna be a clean downward trend to the downside, and I have no doubts that XRP will see some really ridiculously low prices, and people will get scared out of this market, or most likely they won't. They won't invest in it, and that's at the 33-cent level. So we'll see. What's up, Mike J? How we doing, bro? I appreciate you being here. It's all good over here. I'm just, going over the XRP chart. You say you don't believe in XRP at all. Yeah, share in the chat why you don't believe in XRP at all. I read on Twitter XRP. Oh no, not well. XRP is, but Ripple's connected to the WEF is from what I'm understanding, the World Economic Forum. So that's interesting. I'm gonna say that. That's very interesting. I think people need to take note of that and not take it lightly who Ripple is connected to. I know people want to make money, but there's some things that's more important than money. But at this moment, I guess everybody's desperate for money. So, I'm just going to be real. You have to have money to survive. That the Bible says money's a defense. So you have to believe, you have to build your finances up. So if you could day trade it, definitely day trade it. Definitely day trade XRP. But investing in it, that's another story, because not a lot of institutions, I said institutions, not a lot of exchanges, even sell XRP. There's only like three. There's BitTrue, there's KuCoin, and there's Uphold. So that's not really a lot of places that allow you to, buy XRP. That's really ridiculous in my opinion. If it's still on the thing, or people believe in it so much, it's crazy how people put so much stock and belief into XRP, and they don't see how hard it's going to be to take out funds when the time is necessary. But people don't want to acknowledge that, but that's all good. The people that are going to be blessed are going to be blessed. That's all I'm going to say. But looking on to the next one, let's go to... Oh, okay, XRP just triggered my alert. I don't know if y'all just saw that, but right there. Let me see. Okay. It just triggered my alert. Let's go back to the 4-hour. Because I'm looking for a trading opportunity. I want to see price break underneath here. Let me see this. Okay, it's still purple. I want to see price break underneath here. I don't know why it triggered my alert, because it's not underneath here. So that don't make any sense why it triggered my alert. But other than that, we still see... I'm going to put my alert down here now, because there's no reason why that should have triggered. It's not even at that point that I called it to be. But I want to take my trade short here. When it breaks the 40-cent level, 300 level. Short after close. So I want to short here after the candle closes underneath this level. Then I'll be confident to really take that trade short. But it's not giving me that right now. This is why you have to be patient in trading. A lot of people say, go with their feelings, their emotions in trading, but you have to wait on the move. You can't just jump in because of feelings. And uh, based off this, once we break underneath here, I'm selling. And because I really believe we're going to see 33 cent again if it does manage to break this low. And we'll see if we can make a double bottom. And if it makes a double bottom, we'll see if XRP could push higher. We do see some bullish divergence here. Well, slight bullish divergence. Well, if it comes down to here, we'll see. But we're going to have to see how the volume responds at this level to see if it's going to make divergence for sure. But there was bullish divergence, which is why you saw price move up a little bit to correct. But now we're starting to see the market, trying to push back down again. So we'll see how that responds very soon. I do think I think within 2 or 3 days we'll see where the market's going to go. 2 or 3 days. That's me. You don't have to agree, but I just believe that we'll see what the market's going to do in 2 or 3 days. Let's see. We'll move on to Bitcoin now, and I'm gonna read this comment. You said we may have to sacrifice something holy in the future to access XRP gains. Who knows? That's a really strong possibility of that happening, and we will have to see if that's if that really happens or not. Okay, so right here, so I'm still short on Bitcoin. I still think we're gonna come down. I was thinking we were gonna move up first and then down, but that didn't end up happening. We're still consolidating within this gigantic range, and I'll show you. Let me take Ichimoku off for a moment. I want to show you this because we're in a very big range, honestly. The range is within this mother candle, honestly, right here. And we could even do this. We could actually stretch it a little bit lower too, down to here, but we're still ranging within this one candle for the most part. The WEF is the World Economic Forum. I don't know too much about it, but they do a lot of business with politics. They do a lot of business with businesses, and they do a lot of business with what did I say? Anything that has to do with furthering the financial system, they work with it. So that's the basics of the WEF. But but do I know them like that? I don't know them like that. But the basics of who they are, they work with politics, they work with financial businesses, and they work with new technologies. And we know new technologies could be anything. So anything that makes money, they're into it. But what I was saying here, I thought Bitcoin was going to move back up. It didn't because we had a C clamp, and usually a C clamp means the market's going to move back higher to balance out and get back into equilibrium. But we didn't get that, so the market just stayed stagnant and flat. So that worked out well. Let me take that off now. We're still holding at this our second target point. Once we break below 28 cents, and I said 28 cents, 28K 58.1. We'll see the market start to decline really bad, and that's what I'm betting on. I'm going to wait on that, but that's what I'm betting on. Based off the daily time frame, we should be short based off the daily time frame, but we had a Tinkerson break here. Let me see. The only reason why I wouldn't short here is because we have bullish divergence on Bitcoin, but not only do we have bullish divergence, we also have increasing buyers here. So that's why I'm not jumping the gun. If I'm going to jump the gun, I want to see a break here. That's what's going to convince me to go short, but I'm not convinced to go short on Bitcoin yet. Based off the daily, I need some more cues. Let's see, coming here on the 4 hour. Really, we could have caught this on the 1 hour and the 4 hour here. Because look what happened here. This is why it's important to understand how to read charts and how to read analysis. Let me give y'all this. Because right here at this level, notice when we came to this resistance right here, notice right here at this resistance how we had buyers coming in, right? Buyers were coming in right here. We had an influx in the increase in buyers right there. So buying increase didn't, go up right in this area. But right here, it did not reflect on the chart saying that buyers were actually weak because buyers fell twice to break resistance. Actually, multiple times, honestly. But buyers failed to break resistance. I'm going to say twice because this is a double top. So we see buyers failed here, and you see the result of that, and you see a decline in buying pressure right there. You see that? Let me show y'all. Y'all see how the buying pressure went up? Let me do this. Buying pressure went up, and then buying pressure right here at this peak starting to decline. And that's why we see the market falling right now. So if you understand that, you could get a jump in the market before, the market really showed its true colors. And also a big idea of why this market fell. Look at this order block area. I always tell people this is where the big money trades. Big money always watches this level. So if we were trading naked charts, we weren't using Ichimoku, market came up at this same level. You see the buyers are starting to decline right here. So this is giving you an idea that the market is going to short. Once you start to see that, that's how you know this market is going to crash at this same level. This is why I always tell people you do not need fundamentals when it comes to trading. You do not need fundamentals when it comes to analysis, investing. You don't need, you just need to understand how to read these charts because they tell you what's going to happen based off pressure of buyers and sellers, of supply and demand, and knowing who, fundamentals can help. I'm not going to lie, it can help to a degree. But the fundamentals are reflected on the chart before it even happens. All right. So that's why we were able to get a jump in here, before the market crashed down on Bitcoin. So I'm just giving y'all a little tidbit on, how to read that. And if you go to the daily, you should know that this was, resistance, a little resistance up here anyway. But really, based off that order block that I drew up. And then also there was divergence on the hour time frame as well. So that also gave a good confirmation of the short here anyway. But other than that, let's see what's going on currently. You said people don't realize the global supply chain is about to shut down over the monkeypox pandemic. There is zero bullish fundamentals in any market, in my opinion. I agree. I agree. And this is why I said people put too much hope in crypto. Like, I know that, crypto can make people very rich. It definitely can. And I agree that it can make people very rich. And I agree with what you said in the chat. And that's why, there is zero bullish fundamentals right now. The big thing about that, a lot of people are listening to people that have made a lot of money in crypto, and they trust them so much that they're willing to put a lot of money in. That's why you see people that invested in Luna, they took a nasty hit. Investing in Luna right now is a gamble. I might actually look at the Luna chart and see what's up on there just to see, hey, maybe it might not. But, looking at the market now, the market's in a very dangerous place. It reminds me of the stock crash back in the 1920s. The 1920s, like the Great Depression era, people lost a lot. And just in this situation alone, people are going to lose a lot more because people are very invested in crypto, and it's going to be a nasty sight to see. But that's what we're coming down to in this age right now. But like I said, looking at Bitcoin right now on this 4-hour chart, I want to see, to enter a trade here, I want to see it break this level. Then I'll be more confident to go shorts. I do see that buying pressure is decreasing here. You see that? Buying pressure is decreasing here. So I do see that. What I really want to see, I want to see selling pressure start to increase. I want to see it break through on selling pressure. I want to see a break under these levels with selling pressure. But we're not getting that right now, so that's why I don't want to jump in this market. The market's too rigid right now on the higher time frames. Maybe the 15-minute might give us a better clue of what's going on, because if you see here, let me eliminate this real quick. Okay, if you see here on the 15-minute time frame where we're at, you see that we have some slight bullish divergence. You see the market's flat at that level while this is steadily going up. So buyers are trying to fight right here at this current moment. Let me do this. There we go. So buyers are trying to fight right here at this level. This is at the 29K level. So 29K and 55. So if sellers could break this level, we're definitely going to see the downside here even more. But if you look at RCI, we are still overall bearish. Even though this is coming up a little, it's still overall bearish. And it's showing signs right now of a retrace. So what needs to happen? We need to see some buying volume enter here to go higher, but we don't see that yet. So right now it's still up in the air on Bitcoin on what direction it's truly going to go in. That's why I rather wait on the higher time frame to get in on a better move, or you could get on a smaller time frame to get in early and be aggressive. But basing it off the higher time frame, like the really strong indication of the move, I want to see these two levels be broken at the 29K 55 and 28K 581. Once we get the break there, I'm gonna be all in on a short, and I'm not gonna even back down on that. I'm gonna go all in on there. But we don't have that yet, so Bitcoin, in my opinion, is still bearish, but not ready yet. Let me look at Ethereum, and then I'm gonna look at Luna. Let's see. Ethereum's doing pretty much the same thing as Bitcoin, honestly. I honestly thought it was going to come up, but it never did. It came up a little bit, but it never broke up here. It just kept moving sideways. Ooh, excuse me. Forgive me, y'all. I went to bed super late last night, like I always do, so it's nothing new. Oops, right there. Bullish divergence on Ethereum. Let me do this again. Bullish divergence on Ethereum. Ethereum's moving sideways. And we still have the markets. It's buying pressure is coming in. So that's why I'm not going to jump the gun here. It's still too early to call here as well. But if you go back a little bit, let's go here. The market needs to break either this high or this low. The high that it needs to break is the 2151 level. It needs for a long, and it needs to break with buying volume, not selling volume. And then to go short, it needs to break the 1902 level and have some selling pressure. We have selling pressure, but it's not enough right now, so there's no real move. And you see here on the 4-hour time frame that selling pressure is starting to increase right now based off this. You see how we have this coming down, and that's why the market is looking bearish overall. That's why I'm saying you got to be patient. Wait for the market to give you the answer. You don't wait, you don't make money, and you look like silly boo-boo the fool when you miss out on the move. But this is where, if you're going to trade it on the 4-hour, you needed to break this level. This is the level that needs to be broken right here. Once the level is broken right here, this is a perfect opportunity to short. But as of right now, no. So I'm going to put an alert here. Short opportunity. Bam. So if I get alerted, I will be telling my students about this. And if you are a student, you won't miss out on this. I usually wait for high probability setups like this. So if I could get it, I'm going to get it. I just got to wait on it. But let's see next. Let's look at Luna. Let's see what Luna's really talking about. Casino coin is such a heartbreak. I'm not even gonna look at Casino coin right now. But let's take a look at Luna. Luna, how you doing? Ooh, Luna is still dead. Luna is where it started. Sadly. Luna is very dead. Very dead. Only thing is I can't really see these bottom candles because it's not showing me. So I need to come to like maybe the hour time frame. Let's go to hour. See, can't even see it on the hour time frame. That's how bad Luna is. Let me see. Wow, this is really bad. When you can't see candles like this is how you know this market is dead. Look how flat this is. Boom, flat. Now, I will be honest with you guys because look here. This is why you have to learn how to read charts because this is interesting. I can't really see the chart, so that's kind of sucks. But let me put volume on here. Let me put the volume indicator on here. I don't have CVO on here. What is this? What kind of volume indicator is that? That's the weirdest volume indicator. Okay, there we go. All right, I guess I'll have to do this then. All right. So look here on Luna. Because Luna is flat, like really flat right now. Like you could make some money here day trading it, but you're not going to make a lot investing in it right now. So right now on Luna, there is bullish divergence on the higher, like, let me zoom out so y'all can see this because y'all think I'm tripping. There is some bullish divergence here because this is a flat market. You got to increase right here in volume here, but that's not enough volume to go long. Just because there's bullish divergence does not mean it's going to break bullish. And this is why you got to pace yourself here. So right here, look at this. Let me explain how this worked. So we had a death cross right here. I'm going to get technical. So we had a death cross right here. So around that death cross, notice what was happening on the volume. So around this area, so I'm going to highlight this too, because I want to teach y'all. Right there. Let's see. Where is it? They need to organize these tools better on this platform. But you see right here, you see steadily this is where the volume started decreasing. But this cross showed you even more. Look at the decline in volume. You see that? Volume was decreasing a lot here. And then this is why the market fell. So the market did come back for a small retrace. It's very slight, you know, not big, but slight. It came up here. And not just that, it came up to a fractal level, which is right here. This is why people be hating on Twitter, because they don't know how to read charts. Well, anyway, let me stop. I'm not going to be messy today. But it failed to break above this fractal level, and the bearish crossover still remained. Notice how the red line remained flat and it started acting as resistance. When you see that it's acting as resistance, look what happened. Let's look back at this. Let's look at this candle now. I'm going to clone this line and I'm going to move it over to here where it made a fractal. Notice here, volume is still steadily decreasing. We had red volume. We had selling pressure volume right there, and it was still coming down. So really, you could have taken a trade right here short on Luna. Now, looking at Luna right now, what we need to do to short Luna once again, if you want to short Luna, you need to wait patiently to see if the market is going to break here. Once it breaks here, this is where you short Luna. And I'm pretty sure that's going to happen. I'm just saying the chances are very high right now. Not just because, you know, I'm biased, bearish on the market, but because, you know, what's it called? They're not that. I think they delisted Luna on a lot of platforms too, and they banned it. So Luna's taking a hit. If you're gonna invest in Luna, it's really a gamble, and you're treating the crypto market like a casino, which is stupid. You need to be wise with your money and your investment. And right here, it's saying a lot of bearish momentum is still right here. We still got bear volume on this last piece of volume. But the only thing I want to confirm, I want to see the market break this level, which is way underneath 1 cent. Once it breaks underneath here, I'm short. That's all I'm waiting on. At least for me anyway. That's what I would do. But that's what I see for Luna. Luna's looking very bad. But we will see how this plays out. I'm still betting on this to the downside. So we will see. I'll keep this up, but I'm not really invested in Luna like that. I'm not a big fan. It looks like it was a pump and dump in a scam, so I'm not into that. Let's look at another one. Let's look at gold. Because gold actually is doing something very interesting right now, and I'm actually confused on gold. Because I told my students be watching this level on gold. Because gold, I was very confident that gold was going to move up. But something shifted in the last 3-4 weeks for gold to start moving to the downside. I'm trying to figure out what it is. Because I had gold moving up back up to here and making some new highs, and it didn't do that. It did hit, target 1, and then it got inside this zone that I anticipated. So I did get that, but it never got to target 2 or official the 1-to-1 target that I was looking for. Once we got that, I saw I can't really show y'all the CVO here because it's not coming up, but I did see there was a decline here. There was a switch between here and here. The market continued lower. And coming to that weekly time frame, we also had a death cross on here too. So that kind of shook some stuff up for the gold chart. What I want to see is if gold could get back above this green zone based off the weekly, and then here it is right here again on the daily time frame. And that could make this such an ugly looking chart. I'm about to do that too. So bear with me, you guys, because this chart's about to look really nasty. Let me take this off. I don't want it to get too nasty now. Let's take this off and let's move it here. Because look here, this is where I'm concerned with the market now. I'm concerned if the market could get above this green zone currently, because this is a fractal level. If this does not break this level, most likely gold's going to end up plummeting like crypto, and you'll see this S wave formation to the downside. So we might come back here. I'm anticipating here if it does do that, because this is a fluctuation point, so it'll probably retest. And if it, pass the test here, most likely it's going to make a double bottom, and then we'll start to see that W formation back to the upside. But we don't have that confirmation yet here. We need to see and watch how this market closes on the daily. Once we get that close on the daily, then we'll start to see the market move lower. Seeing that S wave formation, I'm curious how that's going to play out. Let me do this real quick. I want to do one more thing. I want to go down to the 1 hour. I usually trade the daily and the 4 hour time frames because those are honestly the best time frames to really trade. But people teach how to go down to the 15. You really don't need to go down that far, honestly, when you know what you're looking at. But let me see. Let me get rid of this real quick. Let's see. All right, so looking at the CVO here. Let me see. What's up? Life is so short. Man, we gonna have to change that name. I'm just messing with you. But what's up? We gonna have to say life is prosperous. How about that? That's your new name. Life is prosperous. But how you doing? I appreciate you being here on the stream, by the way. But like I was saying, looking here, this is why you gotta be patient for trading. And I'd rather trade this on the 4 hour, because I like its structure. I'm going to take Ichimoku off real quick. I'm going to use this. I'm going to move this right here. You're good today? I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear you're good today. A lot of people, yeah, you know, a lot of people can't say that, but I'm glad to hear that you are. I really am. But looking here, as I was saying, you see how this market is flat right here? You see that? You see the decline in buying pressure? You see that? We have a decline in buying pressure right now for gold. So right now, gold is up in the air too. So, but here's the thing though, because this is how you could tell. Oh, I'm good, by the way. Thank you for asking. I'm good, by the way. Uh, I don't know if I look tired because I don't know if I have bags under my eyes or not. But I had a little sleep last night. I'll just tell you that. Like I'm in like grind mode, and I really have to be grinding hard. But yeah, I'm good though. Other than that, I'm blessed. God got me, and I just have to keep on reminding myself that every day God got me. But looking at this, look here. Look how you see this pressure in selling pressures coming down. But you see how it's not reflecting on the chart right now? For this market to break bearish, price needs to break this level right here for the market to go bearish. But we're not seeing that on gold. We might see that maybe tonight. That's why I have an alert right there. But right now, currently, we're not seeing that on gold. We don't. Once we get that confirmation, it'll probably give us the answer probably around 12 p.m. Central. I said 12 p.m. Central. 12 a.m. Central. So once we get that, then yeah, most likely we'll see gold give us our answer here. So let me see. Let me go to like the 8-hour time frame. Maybe we'll have a better indication there. I don't trade the 8-hour time frame, but it is nice to look at for confirmation. So you see here on the 8-hour time frame. Look here. This is important. We got 4 hours and 10 minutes here on the 8-hour time frame. I usually look at this time frame and probably trade it if I'm kind of skeptical about the 4-hour time frame. If you don't want to look at the 4-hour time frame, I suggest the 8-hour time frame. It's a lot better because it gives you a lot more cleaner reading on the market than it does on reading the 4-hour. But look here, you see how market failed to break above here? So seeing that, look how selling pressure is coming into the market again. You see that let me zoom in real close so y'all can really see this here. Notice how it's going lower and lower each time. Right here is going higher because this was saying buyers were in the market right here. So I'm going to put a green line right here to represent buyers were in the market or looking at the market. And I'm going to put a red line right here because this is when, selling pressure really started kicking in. So I'm going to put this red. So let's take a look at the chart. See here, you see how buyers were coming in? And then right here, notice how this candle is lower than this one, and this candle is lower than this one, and this candle is low. So this is how you have to learn how to read the charts. Take your time. Don't rush this market. I'm telling you, the market will give you an answer. You just gotta be patient. So when this candle closes in the next 4 hours, may want to short here based off the 8-hour time frame. So yeah, I'm gonna short this based off the 8-hour, but I want to see how it closes. If it closes like this, then I'm short. So my target would be this level here, this zone here. Right there, coming down. So this is this is a trade setup right here, right there. I believe that it will come down here for gold. All right. So that's the trade setup for gold. If you want to take that trade, you're more than welcome to. Entry would be at 1848.97. Stop loss, I don't care. That's up to you. But if you have the capital, use good risk management. Stop loss will be at 1856.37. Take profit area will be at 1828.74. So if you want to take that risk and jump in here, that's on you. I'm not gonna tell you anything. Or you could trade a demo account, trade it on demo. Once you trade it on demo, you could come back and say, I made some profit. But yeah, this is what we have here. I like that scenario because if that's the case, I look to go long here because for several reasons. I see a potential S wave, and I love S wave trades. Those are the big money trades. S waves, if you get this formation, woo, you better look to go long or short because we might get that structure and start doing something like that. So I'm moving short on this one, just for the short term. But we'll see how this plays out. So this is the overall move that I'm seeing right now. Have you tried changing the CVO to CVD in the settings? I haven't. I just keep it the same. I really keep it the same. Oh yeah, let me say that. I just realized I don't because I've been looking at the chat on and off, but thank you, William Reeves, for being a member to the channel. I appreciate that. Welcome to the clouds. Welcome, Cloud Shinobi. Thank you for being a member on this channel. So if you see this live stream, thank you. You're awesome. But have I tried changing the settings? No. Let me see my settings. I think I have it on. Let me see. Yeah, I have the basic settings here. I don't have anything new here. Yeah, I have it on just normal settings. I don't ever tamper with the settings when I trade indicators, or if I look at indicators. I base it off of what I'm seeing in the market and the structure and the candles and read it based off of that. But I don't really change too much. Like with Ichimoku, a lot of crypto traders say double the settings. That's stupid. I'm just gonna tell you they're not. No, Ichimoku automatically adapts to whatever market it is that it's being traded in. So if it's a 24/7 market like crypto, it's going to automatically adapt to that market. If you're trading the forex market for with Ichimoku, it's going to automatically adapt to a 24/5 market. If you're trading the stock market's open for my time. I think it's 9 a.m. Central when the stock market opens up. So yeah, yeah. You got to understand that Ichimoku automatically adapts to whatever market it is in. That's why I trade Ichimoku for cryptos. And then looking here on the 8-hour time frame anyway, we are still overall bearish on gold based off Ichimoku, but I do think maybe gold is going to start moving to the upside once it makes a correction first, and then we'll see the move to the upside. But I do see it coming down first, then taking off. I'm just back testing the CVO to CVD. Just curious of there is no difference. It's actually the same thing, honestly. It's just it's funny because it's actually supposed to be named CVD, but they named it CVO. So honestly, there's really no difference. There shouldn't be a difference. At least with this one, they have the name backwards. So yeah, I just wanted to let you know. But yeah, this is the trade setup that I see for gold. I'm gonna leave that one. Let's take a look at US 30. Ew, this thing here is a monster. Let's go to the daily. I still have this one coming down. I got in a little too early the other day, and I lost $800 on that trade. Oh my God, I was so mad. It was 800. Yeah, 800. But looking at this, I got in for a short. Well, let me see why. Why did I get in? Let me go rewind real quick. Why did I get in that short trade? Because it was last week. Was it last? Yeah, last week I got in for a short, and then the market said, "Ha ha!" It went up. I'm like, damn. Let me see why I think I got it on a smaller time frame too. I don't know if it was the 4-hour or the hour. I'm trying to remember what time frame I got on. because I know I was in profit at one point, and then the market said it didn't flip on me. So I got in around here. Let me see. I know for sure I got in around here. Because I know I was in profit for a minute, and then the market reversed to the upside, and I was confused what was going on. So I'm trying to remember, why did I get in? What made me get in? And I think I got a little greedy at that point because it didn't really give me. It did give me selling volume right there. Yeah, it did give me selling volume. What ended up happening, the next candle, if you notice, the volume increased just slightly there. So buyers were definitely looking at this area. Then you see what happened right there. So I think I should have taken this trade on the hour time frame. Based off what I'm reading right now, I definitely should have taken this trade on the hour time frame. So yeah, right there. Let me take that off now. I don't need that. There. Yep, I should have. Yeah, I definitely should have taken this on the hour. Now that I'm looking at it and back testing, yeah, I definitely should have taken it on the hour. Because look here, you see how we had selling pressure right there, but it's not reflecting in that candle. That's a reversal candle. So if you waited for the next candle to close, notice how on that reversal candle, because I'll label it. This is our reversal candle right there. Notice on the next candle here, I'll make this green. It started moving higher. You see that? It started moving higher. We had buyers starting to enter right there. And then I'm not trying to be funny, but I got messed up here. So yeah, this right here definitely was a buy opportunity based off the hour. And I wish I actually went down. And the reason why I did monitor the trade because I went to sleep. One thing I hate about trading is going to sleep while trade is running, because there's sometimes mentally you don't sleep because you're thinking about the trade. If it goes really bad, you're not there to monitor it, and you're like, oh crap. Anybody that has had that experience, let me know in the chat. Like you had where you go to sleep on a bad trade and wake up to negative profit. You're just like, what happened? Yeah, so that's what happened here. Because I know I got in around here. The market was in profit for a minute. And then it came up, and I'm like, oh, okay. What the hell happened? And then it just said, And I was just really pissed off. And I said, okay. I had to go to myself for a minute. Because when I lose a trade, and very rarely I lose a trade, but when I do lose a trade, I take that loss and I take it to heart because I'm like, man, what did I do wrong? So I go back to see what I did wrong. Oh, I always go back to see what I did wrong or what happened why the trade went wrong. And now I see why the trade went wrong. So, dang, that sucks. But hey, that's reality of trading. You can't win them all. You could win 100 trades, but you'll eventually lose one. No, but make sure that one does not negate all 100 trades. You could have 100 wins, and then one bad trade wipes out all your profit in your trading account, and then you're looking silly, and then you're questioning life. I had that happen before. I won like 10 trades in a row. I lost 3 trades, wiped out my whole account. I was pissed. That's just the reality of trading. I'm just being real because people are not honest about trading sometimes. People will never say, oh, I lost this, oh, I did this. That's just the reality of trading. But I have made a lot. I have lost a lot. I'm just going to be real. It's just you got to always go back to why you lost that trade. And that's why I wanted to see, why did I lose that trade here? And that was like about a week or so, about last week, 3 days. It was like on a Friday or a Thursday. Mike, you said, yes, I've missed some good trades sleeping. Exactly. You know what I'm talking about then. You really know what I'm talking about. But waking up negative is way worse. That's 100%. That is definitely 100%. What's up, Josh? How we doing, brother? You said that's how I lost 5K. Stupid stop loss never triggered. Dang. Yeah, don't you hate it when your stop loss don't trigger? I'm telling you, brokers and exchanges do not execute your stop loss because they want to take your money. I'm telling you, I've seen it happen so many times. and it's frustrating. That's why I don't use stop losses when I'm awake. But when I go to sleep, I'm definitely I'm using a stop loss. But man, you have to definitely, you know, question the platform that you use when you see your stop loss not get hit. That's just real. All right, so since I'm pretty much done with what I wanted to look at, if y'all have any requests, let me know in the chat and I'll get to your requests. It could be forex, it could be stocks, it could be crypto. I don't care. I look at it all. Elon Musk needs to reach out to me. I'm mad because I told Elon Musk he should have bought Twitter. Y'all couldn't see. I told Elon you need a short Twitter stock. It hit our target and it broke below, and it's about to hit the last target right there. It might not even hit that target, but it got fairly close right there. And I don't even trade stocks like that, and I knew that this stock was a bad stock to trade. I'm telling you, if you just know basic rules of the market, you will get these trades left, right, and center. But yeah, let me know, you guys, what you want me to look at right now because it's free right now. I know there's some new people watching tonight. I don't know who's watching, but I know there's some new people. But if this is your first time on here, definitely put in your request and I will check out something for you. You said lesson learned. I'm not. Dang. Okay, we got a few. We got a few on here. So you said I'm not watching the trade. I'm not doing it. Right? Exactly. Getting better on Apex though. Yeah, I saw you with your win the other day. That was what's up. After I finish this, I'm not gonna live stream Apex today. I'm gonna look at. I'm just gonna get off because I have not ate. I'm hungry, so I'm gonna look at that. So Mike, I got you. I'll look at the DXY. Let me get you on that. Wow, we hit all of our targets, baby. Let's go. Look at that. It hit all 4 of our targets. Let's go. It actually is going higher. Let's go. I'm actually happy that we hit all 4 targets. I haven't looked at this in a long time. What's up, Apex 47? How we doing? What's up, Lang Hoops? How we doing? Appreciate you being here. You want me to look at crypto and Elon? Just Elon or what? Yeah, because I need to know about which Elon, because there's a few Elons. But let me see. Actually, you know what? I'm going to look at the daily first because I'm concerned on something. We don't have a death cross here on the dollar index, but something is concerning me right here. I do see that we broke the blue line. When you see that, that's not a good indication the market, going higher. But I could be wrong. But let's see. I don't think I'm wrong here. I think I'm seeing this pretty right. Ooh, this is not good. Let me see. Right there, we broke that low. We had selling. Ooh, yeah, we're breaking lower here. This is coming down. Let me go to the 4-hour to confirm something. Because I don't like that. I don't like that. I do see this, though. I will say this. Right here is where we need to hold. Or where we need to break above. Let me move that. Okay, so what's happening right here? I do see the market is going to push here right now. From what the market's showing. We have some slight divergence here, very slight. But let's see how long that lasts though. To this point right here. Yeah, we have slight divergence, so we should come back up to here. We should. What I want to see, I'm going to look at this on the hour. That's the furthest I'm going to go down. Because right now on the 4 hours, it's not giving me like really good reads. But I still think it's going to get back into this green zone. So let me look here. So yeah, right here you see bullish divergence here. That's what I was concerned with. You see that this market is moving higher. Buying volume is increasing. Buying volume is increasing here. And you see the market's making its way up. I want to do this. Boom. Make this visible on the 1 hour. And let's see right there. So right there, I do think we're gonna get back into this green zone here on the dollar index. After that, we're gonna have to see. We are really gonna have to see. As far as a trading opportunity, you could catch one depending on how aggressive you want to play this move. I wouldn't recommend playing too aggressive because you gotta have to be real aggressive to get in this trade. You might have to play this on the 15. Let me see. If you're gonna get in, you should actually get in now for this trade because you got a golden cross here. You got Chiku span above price, which is bullish. Cloud is not bullish yet, but this is where I would still take the trade because we have volume increasing on our side right now. So I would go long actually right now for this if I were you. That's just me. So I'm gonna stick with that biased. You let me know how it plays out, and I will come back to this probably tomorrow and check for myself how this plays out as well, because I'm very curious how this plays out. I do think we're gonna move up though. If we don't break above this level, then what I said is off limits. But I do think we'll move up here. I will say that. Now let me look at Elon. I guess you just meant just regular Elon because you haven't commented back yet. Oh, there's so many Elongs. I don't know which one to look at. I guess you mean elongate. I don't know, man. I'm just gonna pick the one I think you mean because you weren't specific. So let me go with this one then. This is a generic one. There is buying volume on. No. There's bullish divergence on here. I mean, so I see that. Let me see this real quick. Let me show you. See how this level's flat? Let me back out. Yeah, you see how this level's flat here? And then you have this pressure going up right there. So I want to see this on the 4 hour to confirm for a buy. If it pops up anyway. Okay, here it is. Definitely buying volume in here. Here's the thing though. Because we are in a triangle. We're in a P wave. Now this P wave, I always tell everybody when you trade a P wave, Twitter, this is the thing that about on Twitter where people have them. You see how people always draw these triangles on Twitter? It's bullish. It's going to go up. It's going to break above. Shut up. No, that's not how triangles work. Triangles are, you have to wait for the breakout and trade the volume of the breakout. Right now we have neither bullish or bearish momentum for Elong. So there is no point in taking a trade here. Now, if I'm going to give you my personal bias, I would look to go long for a short amount of time, maybe for like 4 or 5 candles up, because there is bullish divergence based on the daily chart. That's just my bias. Now, when you look at this, let's put Ichimoku back on. We are far away from the Kijun, which is saying the market's out of equilibrium. So I would love to see if the market could try to push back up to this level. That's where I want to look at, because this is an OB, and we know order blocks are the levels where big money likes to get in. So I want to see if we could get back up here, and that's when I will look to take a short. So I want to see this. That's what I'm aiming for here, for this personally. You said, what are your candlestick layouts for blue versus gray? Oh, you're talking about on this one. You're talking about this. So I can't. I wish I could tell you, but I can't. So the layout is actually a indicator within itself, because the candle, if it turns gray, the candle is saying that there's no momentum. So if you see here, You see how this candle turned gray? That means there's momentum. There's no momentum coming back to the downside. So most likely it's going to reverse. And that's what you see. You see here, it turned gray, no momentum, gray, gray, gray. This means there's no momentum. And then it turned purple, boom, up. Turned gray here. The next candle was short, boom, down. So that's how, that's just how these candles work. You have to, my teacher is the one that gave me this specifically. It's like a cheat sheet in the market, so I don't get screwed over by fake outs, because the candles actually tell you when there's going to be a potential reversal in the market if you look at this chart. So that's why I don't get too conflicted when I see certain things. I wait for it, and then once I see that confirmation, then I go to it. Like this one would have been a confusing one, because you see the market was going down, turned gray, and then you would expect the market to reverse there, but there was support. Let me give you an example. We had support over here, but you see how it broke support with this engulfing candle. And it also, not just it broke, but it also had volume breaking down with it. So this was a good short right there. And that would have been a lot of profit too, based off of that 1 hour chart. But anyway, that's how you trade it. That's the layout for the blue versus gray candles. It's actually an indicator. If you, like, I could ask my teacher if I could share it, but most likely he'll say no, because it's actually built for him and his students. So, and he's been trading longer than most of us were born. So I'm just gonna say that, yeah, he's been trading 20 years plus. So, okay, maybe not that old, but I'm just saying. But he's definitely been trading for at least 20 plus years. So he has a lot of knowledge in trading, a lot. And he's always learning. He's still learning, even though he's been trading for 20 plus years, he's still learning. And honestly, I think I want to say he's honestly the best trader I've ever seen. He's so good. Like, he'll make every crypto trader look bad, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. I think he's good, and learning from him and getting. He says I'm on his level, but man, I'm like, dude, if I'm on your level, that's a compliment, because you're good. I remember because I was talking with him in his Discord, and I'm like, he was telling me, yeah, you need more confidence. You're a really good trader. Da, da, da. I'm like, oh, him. And sometimes hearing it from people is nice, but man, it's something about getting it in your own head and convincing yourself is something else. But anyway, that's another story. Next one was crypto. Are you talking about crypto.com? Which crypto are you talking about? Because there's like 1,000 of these too. Like, man, there's so many cryptocurrencies. It's ridiculous. There's Crypto.com, there's Crypto Nexus, there's Crypto 20, there's Crypto Blades. Which crypto you want me to look at? Because there's so many. I'm not going to pick the wrong one. I'm not going to pick until you tell me. And PPT, I'll look at PPT first. Because I don't know which crypto you want me to look at. PPT. Let's see. I assume this is PPT. This is what's popping up. Oh no. I could tell you right off the bat, just glancing at this is not going to be a great chart to trade. Or it's not going to be a fun thing to trade. Depending on how you look at this too. Okay. So you see how we are flat right there? We are flat right here. There is bullish divergence. So that's just suggesting that the market may go higher. Let me see something. And what will get me in on this? Let me see. Put this at the 50. There's so many trading secrets. It's ridiculous. I have quite a few that I kind of use depending on the platform. But here, I want to see it break above 50. I want to see it break above 50 right there. If we could break above 50, I'll be more convinced to go long here. Other than that, I would not want to trade it. Also, looking here, let's see. Take a look at volume. There's volume, but the volume is not showing on the candle. So most likely, this market may start coming down depending on if it could hold this level. Because look here, the volume is about even, and it's showing on the candle that there's weakness here. So most likely, it's just gonna start, just move flat for a minute until the volume exceeds, to the upside. And we don't see that here. There's no clear cut direction here. There's no breakout. There's nothing. But other than that, there is bullish divergence there. I'll say that. You said no, my bad. I was pointing out to the crypto market for Doge Elon. Okay, got you. For PPT, this is what I got. It's just gonna move sideways. And for Elon, it's let me go back to Elon. Here we go. For Elon, we need to see this breakout of the P wave. If we are going to go up, I do see that, like I said, I was seeing that bullish divergence here, but I want to see volume increase here before it goes up. Otherwise, it's going to most likely move sideways, because also, let me say this for Elon, it's really ranging within this one candle, if you notice here. See how it's ranging within this one candle? So really, once it breaks above this candle range, then we'll get a real move. But other than that, not really, nothing here. But I still think we have a good chance of moving higher, though. I do. That's just my opinion. I do think we'll have a chance. Let's see. Any other requests, folks? Any other requests? Let me know. Ooh, XRP die, so I can get some more profit off of this. I need this to drop to the abyss. I need this to go down. Let's see. Ooh, might be able to get in for a short on XRP right now. Hold on a second. Based off the 15, I want to wait. Let me wait. Because I do see some hidden bearish divergence right there. Yeah, I am seeing that. Yeah, right there. I might take another short right here. I might just take another short right there. That's a tough call because I want to wait for this to break underneath, but there's volume. No, that volume is weak though. So yeah, I might actually short right here. That's some hidden bearish divergence. Yeah, I'm in a short for XRP. I actually showed my trade on earlier. I actually showed my trade that I'm in. But yeah, it's looking. This is where I was short though, but I want to see that volume drop first. Then I'll be more confident to short there because it's not breaking this level, but there is some buying pressure right here, and it's not reflecting on the candle, but it is showing that there is some volume there. So I want to short here. I'm actually gonna tell my students right now to look for a short here. Give me a second. I'm gonna send them a chat real quick. XRP. 15 minutes. I was giving my reasoning for why I take certain trades. Also here, let me also finish because I have a lot of things going on in my head. Give me a second, y'all. 1 hour chart too. Okay. Okay, that's it. I'm just gonna send the picture and I'm pretty much done. All right, so we are good here. So yeah, I would look to go short and around this area. As far as take profits for this, where are we at? I'm basing my take profits on the daily. The first target I'm going to look for is around 30, between 38 and 33. So 33 to 38 cents. That's where I'm going to look first for my first take profit. What's up, Jason Casper? How we doing, baby? How we doing? Appreciate you being here, brother. God bless you, bro. I'm looking at 38 cents and a half. And then if we manage to break there, because you see that strong wick, that's still suggesting buyers are, eyeing that area. But when you see that, I'm gonna give y'all this secret, all right? Don't tell nobody. I'm pretty sure y'all gonna tell somebody anyway, but let me tell y'all this. So let me tell you a trading secret. This works for anything. This works for stocks. This works for crypto. This works for options trading. But here's the secret. If you trade this, if you see a gigantic wick like this, box it just how I have it, like this. You see this ugly box? I'm telling you, this works to a lot of I'm gonna say it has a 90% win ratio. Box it like this, and you wait for price to come back to the box, right? And you do it on the same time frame that it is. If I find an example, I'll show you guys. Look here. Once you get a confirmation candle to go long, let's say we have like a bullish engulfing, you take that long candle and take it to the upside. Let me show you an example because I'm pretty sure I could find at least a few. This is one of the trading secrets that I found out on my own. And then I found out somebody else knew it, and I was actually really excited about it too. But here, you see, okay, here's a wick. Let me rewind this chart real quick. And you could do it for this strategy, you want to use 2 time frames. I'm going to show you. So right here, this is the box, right? This ugly box. Right here. Here's our ugly box. Because this is the wick. I'm going to take Ichimoku off too. But you see this wick? This ugly wick? So what you want to do, you want to come here, box it just like this. This is a trading secret that a lot of people, this is super simple too. You could do it with anything. You could use it for scalping. You could do it for long-term trading, whatever. So we marked it up on the daily. So what you want to do, you want to go to the 4 hour to look for your entry. So we'll go to the 4 hour. Where is it? So we're in here now. Let me do this too real quick so I can mark that candle that we're on. So right there. Right there. So let's go to the 4 hour. So this was where the candle started. And we know there's four candles for a daily candle. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is where we start looking for our trade, right? So once you come in here, you see how the market wicked back up. So this is the wick. So this was the start of the day. Actually, I'm messing up. It's 6 candles. My bad. 24 hours in a day. I'm tripping. So here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is where the market came back to. Started here, came back here. So once you see it wick right there, what you want to do at that point, check out the volume at this point right in here. This is what's going to get you in the trade. So you could either do price action or you could do volume trading right here. I'm going to look at for the volume at this area. So if you look at the volume here, let's come down to the CVO. All right. Notice here, right here is where the 3 candles start. Those 3 candles that were moving sideways. if you see volume increasing, go for the buy. This is showing you buying pressure. And you see what happened here. It moves sideways, still going up, move sideways, still going up, move sideways, still going up. Look what happened on the next candle. Boom, buy. So you get in early before the market gives you the answer. All right? That's just a trading technique. I'm gonna give you that free. That one works. I'm gonna show you on a stock too. I think it works better for crypto and forex, but I'm pretty sure from what I've tested, you could use it on stocks too. Let me pick a random stock that I just. Let's go with. Let's see, PayPal, Netflix. Let's go with something I really don't look at. Let's go GoPro. Ooh, that one wicks a lot. Okay, so here. So here's how you get in on this type of trade right here. So you box it in. This is how you want to confirm if it's gonna come down or not. So we marked it on the 4 hour. We're gonna rewind this back a little bit. Let's go back to here. Oops. Let me kill that real quick. I want to show y'all this because sometimes we complicate trading because we're so visual and we're creatures of habit. And so seeing this is like, okay, I gotta make sure I'm doing this right. But so we marked this on the 4 hour. So we're gonna trade this on the 1 hour chart. All right. So this is where we marked it. So let me go back one more time. Let me mark right there so I know what I'm looking at. So we know within 4 candles, there's 4 1 hour candles. So here, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're seeing that we're still in this box, but let's figure out if we're gonna break this low. So this is when you start to look for volume. Look what the volume is doing. This is a stock. I just showed you on crypto. I'm showing you how it works on a stock. Same thing. Look at the volume start to drop. You might have got a little scared here because volume did come up, but then it came back down again. And then you see we had a bearish engulfing candle. But really, you should have been in up here on this because look at the volume. Volume's coming down. Buying, selling pressure's coming in. And then also, if you're RCI person, RCI was screaming sell up way up here anyway. So that's just a little trick that I want to share with you guys. If you ever see a wick, that's the wick trick. I'm gonna have to make that a thing. I'm gonna have to make a video for that's put out for you guys. But that's the wick trick. But other than that, I still see most of this market still falling. I like I said back here, I'm still got my shorts on Bitcoin coming down to these lows. I'm still looking at the 17K level. I'm still looking at the 9K level, and the volume on the momentum on Ichimoku is slowed down a little bit, just because we are at a very strong support area right here. So let me actually take Ichimoku off and show y'all without it. So if you look here, let me make sure I'm not messing up because I don't want to mess this up. If you look here, look at the volume on Bitcoin on the weekly. Look how insanely bearish that is. Once this weekly candle, so next week is going to be the week then. So next week, we're going to see the bear market. If depending on how this closes, we'll see the bears be ravenous and boom, we'll hit that 17K. I won't say it will be next week. We'll hit 17K, but we have a strong chance of it coming down to 17K. But the first level I want to look at is that the last all-time high right here before we even talk about 17K. Boom. All right, you guys. I'm still seeing this happen, and people laughed at me, but I'm like, all right, you keep laughing. Y'all keep laughing. I'm telling you, this is what's happening. I saw that way up here. Once I saw this double top, I said, oh, it's over for crypto. Doom. It takes a while, but that's what's going on. That's what's happening. And then knowing about stuff behind the scenes, I know a little bit of stuff going on behind the scenes, and Yeah, crypto is in a very scary place. If you know the stock crash in 1920s, you know what's about to happen to crypto. So that's why I've been warning folks, man. Y'all be careful. Be careful where you invest your money because we already seen what happened to Luna. I would hate to see anybody else take a hit like that, like anybody that invested in Luna, because that was a lot of people had tears that day, and some people even took their life that day. And we had a prayer session on live stream when that happened because I do know uh, a lot. Some people have mentioned that to me that some people took their life, and I said, I'm gonna do a prayer session for the people that's had that happen or people that know someone that had their life taken. So it's unfortunate, but a lot of people are idolizing crypto and worshiping it to where they think it's gonna change their life totally, which it can. I'm not gonna lie, it can. But at the end of the day, your source and your blessing should be God. And I always stress that every time I come on. When God told me sell my XRP, I understood why, and I said, okay, well, it sucks, but hey, he wants me and he wants us as people to totally have total reliance on him. Once you get that total reliance in God, your confidence will go much higher. I'm still learning. I'm still learning how to trust God in areas that I have weak trust in. Because there's things that God promises us that we kind of question Him in some areas of our life. I know for me personally, I'm gonna just be real with you. I have trust issues with people. I'm gonna just be real. I'm gonna just be real because people have done me wrong in my life, painful things, uh, you know, and there's things that I was like, man, why that happened to me, or why did they do this to me, and I have trust issues with people. So I have trust to an extent, but I don't trust enough to where I'm able to, be free in that area. So that's something that I'm praying about being delivered from. I'm just being real, you guys, because I'm trying to be more transparent about who I am too. Sometimes it's not easy because people are always judging and pointing fingers, but they don't really know you and your story. So that's something I do want to share. I do have a little bit of trust issues with folks, and there's even business ideas people have stolen from me as well, and I've been pissed off about that. I'm like, man, I was like, God, why these people are in my life? Why do they take ideas? You think someone got your back, but they turn on you or whatever. But that's everybody. Everybody has their moments where they have trust issues. But me, I'm trying to break through mine and learn how to be better in that area. So that's just me. But other than that, hopefully I get better. Hopefully y'all be praying for me because your boy needs it. Your boy needs it. But I definitely am going to start. Uh, I definitely am going to start doing some more educational sessions as well. I don't want to just do TA because I do think it's appropriate that you guys learn how to read charts for yourselves as well. Because I do think that there's a lot of benefit to understanding how to read these charts and how to master trading, because trading is not gambling. It's actually high probability uh, setups in the market if you know what you're looking at. Will it go your way all the time? No. But that's why you have to wait and be patient and have the patience to execute high probability setups. I know some people that caught the tippity top right here and caught all this. I know some people that may have caught in the move from here to where we're at now. I know some people that caught this move from here to here. And you can do that. It's just you got to learn the skill. It's like riding a bike for the first time. It's like going to school, going to the highest, you know, getting the highest education to be a doctor, a lawyer, whatever you're trying to be. You have to apply that same knowledge in the courtroom as a lawyer that you learned as a lawyer in school. Just like in trading, you have to apply what you know in trading to the charts. But that's why you have to take time. There's so much knowledge in this game that you just take what works for you and start building off of that. And once you're able to be comfortable in that, that's when you start, building a system that's consistent for you so you could give it to others. Now, your style might not be for everybody, but for somebody it will be. That's why you reach who you got to reach and touch who you got to touch, and they'll be successful if if they're really serious about it. But they say only 90% of traders quit. People that start trading, 90% quit. Only 10% of people trade, and that's a big trade. That's a big number. That's a huge number because trading is very mental, very very mental, and a lot of people don't understand until they get into it. But I'm rambling too much, you guys. I talk a lot. I know I could talk a lot, but I just wanted to share that I have my own TED talk for a moment. But Crypto Hammer, what's up? You said, oh, I missed your comment. You said huge retrace already on Phil USD. I personally think it may go down to high $3. What's your take on that? Thanks. I'm sorry I missed that comment, man. I just was talking too much, but I hope that what I said had some wisdom behind it. Let me look at what you're talking about. I don't know if I've ever looked at that pair before. At least I don't remember. Filecoin, I don't have any thoughts on that, but we're going to see. I'm going to look at the Coinbase one. Yep, I've never looked at this chart before. I could tell you right off the bat it's bearish overall, but that could change if we see some divergence, which we do. So right there, boom, flat. Boom, divert. Oh, wait. Divergence with buying pressure, so that's good. But this is the big but that we have to discuss because we're going to come down to the 4-hour chart and discuss if it's going to break that. I do want to go back to this daily real fast. Boom. Actually, I want to do this. You see how, yeah, this is perfect. Boom. Okay, now we're good. Come down to the 4-hour. You see how we're ranging in here? I don't even need Ichimoku for this. I could explain this just looking. So you see how we're ranging in here? Just so what I want to see, because this next move is going to be huge, whatever direction it breaks. Once we break this box, we're going to have two scenarios. We got a drop, base, and then we could get a rally. And I would look for something like this. And maybe not even that high, maybe even right here. So we could get that drop, base, rally, or we could get that same move, that drop, base, drop. So that's what I'm looking for, because right now this is either going to be a distribution level or a accumulation level. Whenever you see a market range like this, just take a mental note and tell yourself this is either going to be accumulation or distribution. The thing is, we always assume that it's always going to be bullish, but that's not always the case when the market consolidates, because you have to remember the market is moved based off supply and demand. That's economics 101. But once you get that idea, you already have a 50-50 chance right there. So now, if you are a smart trader, what you do here, you trade the tops and the bottoms. I have a video on that, trading in a range like this, because the most money is actually made right in this box, honestly. It's not based, the most money is not made in trending markets. The most money is actually made in this box. And that's hard to believe, but if you know how to read this market, you know that buyers are going to enter here. You know sellers are going to enter here. So you take your risk and you trade accordingly. All right. But if you're going to trade it, look at what's happening. And that's why I'm saying be patient here. Because look, we had buying volume come in right there, but it never broke that high. And you see the next candle was a bearish engulfing, and you saw selling pressure increase. So if we're basing it off current data at this present moment, I'm leaning towards bears right now for this one, bringing it back down to this level right here. Now, after that, I want to see if we're going to break below that, but if not, then we're probably going to come back up again. So that's what I see for file or fill or whatever you want to call it, file, fill, fee, fi, fo, phone. But whatever it is right here, it is coming back down to this point. So that's what I'm seeing for this one. Hope that made some sense. Hope that you know you got that. And if you notice here, look at the bottom here. Look at the volume increase right there. You could have been in a long. Look right here. Volume decreased here. You could have gotten it for a little short, but then it kept on coming up. So right here, that's like a red flag if you see this. But there was some divergence here with the RCI anyway, so you should have got short anyway. But anyway, that's my little thing here for this crypto. I never looked at it, but I do see that this is coming down more, and then we'll see what happens after that. All right. Any other requests, ladies and gentlemen? If not, I'm gonna head out because your boy is hungry and I'm starving. I'm not gonna lie, I'm starving. I don't know what I'm eating yet, but I am starving. But other than that, if you have any more requests, let me know before I bounce out of here. I will get your request. Thank you for the new members. Jason, thank you. God bless you, bro. I'm going to have to check your live streams out. I've been so busy and crazy lately. There's so much going on. Just trying to get a lot done. But I appreciate you joining, Jason. Mike J, I appreciate you. Apex47, if you're still here. I appreciate you, Josh. Mike J, General, Lang Hoops, anybody that I missed, anybody that's not talking, I appreciate you for being here and joining the live stream for sure. Thank you a lot for sure. All right. Other than that, if there is no more requests, I'm out. So I just want to say God bless you guys. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next stream. God bless. Peace.